Crisis management. What is crisis management? Crisis is defined as any emergency situation which disturbs the employees as well as leads to instability in the organization. 10 ways to handle a crisis. 1. Prevent it. 2. Stabilize the situation. 3. Notify your boss. 4. Control your worries. 5. Consult and coordinate. 6. Don't act in haste. 7. Establish a core team to handle the matter. 8. Have a central contact person or group for information. 9. Pay attention to fatigue. 10. Pay attention to your core values. 10 ways to handle a crisis. 1. Prevent it. 2. Stabilize the situation. 3. Notify your boss. 4. Control your worries. 5. Consult and coordinate. 6. Don't act in haste. 7. Establish a core team to handle the matter. 8. Have a central contact person or group for information. 9. Pay attention to fatigue. 10. Pay attention to your core values. Examples of crisis management. Exxon Valdez oil spill. On March 24, 1989, shortly after midnight, the oil tanker Exxon Valdez struck Billy Reef in Prince William Sound, Alaska, spilling more than 11 million gallons of crude oil. The Exxon Valdez spilled millions of gallons of unpolished oil into the waters off Valdez, killing thousands of fish, fowl, and sea otters. Bombing of Pan Am Flight 103. As revenge for the bombing of a Berlin nightclub where 2 U.S. personnel were killed, President Ronald Reagan ordered the bombing of Libya's capital Tripoli and the Libyan city of Benghazi in 1986. On December 21, 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 exploded over Lockerbie, Scotland, killing all 259 people on board as well as 11 on the ground. Though it was almost immediately evident that a bomb had caused the disaster, it took more than 11 years to bring anyone to trial. The 2 men whom investigators believe are the bombers were in Libya. Though the investigators were once confident that these 2 men were the bombers, there proved to be many holes in the evidence. Ferry disaster. Despite a calm sea and a clear view, the British ferry Herald of Free Enterprise capsized, overturned, on March 6, 1987 at 8:10 in the evening. The accident happened just off the Belgian coast, near the harbour of Zeebrugge from where the ferry had left. The ship had a crew of 80 and carried 459 passengers, 81 cars, 3 buses, and 47 trucks. Investigation led to put the blame entirely on ship owner Townsend Thorsen, who had purchased the ship in March from P&O. The main reason for the Townsend Thorsen guilt was the warning one of their captains had issued right before the disaster. Chernobyl Power Plant. April 26, 1986, a test was scheduled at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant to test a method of keeping the reactors properly cooled in the event of a power grid failure. The problem at the Chernobyl plant was that following an emergency shutdown of all power, diesel generators were needed to run the cooling pumps. The experiment was devised in such a way that if it had gone as planned, the disruption and danger to the plant would be very minimal.